How are y'all doing? It's Alaniz, CEO and founder of Basics, and in today's video, you all are going to be watching one of our recent student success stories from one of our students and builders named Nate Yoder. Now, Nate Yoder is one of our youngest students that we've ever had cross through our digital doors, simply because when it comes down to it, a lot of the men that we do choose to work with end up being in real estate, they end up being lawyers, software engineers, nurses, so on and so forth. Now, Nate had a mindset that really impressed me, that we ended up just figuring out a way to bring him on board. And because of that, now his life is completely different. He's completely transformed from when he first started his program with us. Now, one thing that I do want you all to keep in mind is that when I made this student success story, this was before we decided to discontinue the podcast, and this was before I made this YouTube video right here. So you're gonna hear me mention the Get Your Shit Together Man podcast again. We're gonna be pausing that for the foreseeable future, so thank you for understanding. Also, I wanna thank each and every single one of you for subscribing. We are almost at, or maybe by the time we post this, we're gonna cross 200 subscribers total, which is super cool. Very hyped about that. One question I have for each and every single one of you all right now is, what upload frequency or cadence would you all prefer? Would you all prefer Monday and Thursday? That way it's two super high quality videos every single week and I can do that super consistently. Or would you prefer Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? And they're all gonna be high quality, but I just know that if I do 2 videos a week, it's a more longer term play. But I know that I can make those absolute bangers. We can do 3, I just have to work a little bit harder. But again, just whatever you all would prefer. I'm here to be of service and help you all out in each and every single way, shape, and form possible. Love you all very much, and let's dive into today's video. How are y'all doing? It's Alaniz, host of the Get Your Shit Together Man podcast and CEO and founder of Basics. We are the world's #1 elite fitness and nutrition coaching company for ambitious men all over the world that are looking to build their best body ever within only 16 weeks or less. To find out more information to see if how you qualify to work one-on-one with the Basics team, please visit www.basicsbrigade.com. Or if you want to speak with me directly, use the second link below in the YouTube description or the video description of this YouTube video. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple, whatever the case may be, it'll be the first link. And let's dive right in, because we have a very special student success story from one of my near and dear freaking clients. He's one of our guys that's just absolutely crushed his program. He's one of our guys that's actually quite on the younger end of the spectrum kind of thing. He's just a stud of a human being. And I kind of want you all to meet Mr. Nate Yoder. So Nate, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, man.
What's up? I'm Nate. I'm 19 right now, living in Utah, Provo, Utah. From upstate New York originally, so the Utah heat's getting to me a bit, I will admit. Besides that, yeah, no, the program's been great. It was really, like Aaron was saying, he got me really in the swing of things. Because before I was just kind of going to the gym, starting to lift some weights, put them down when I was tired, and I'd go home and I'd call it quits. Yeah.
So tell the people about where you were before you started the program. Yeah. Like, I know that you were kind of working out a little bit before. You were kind of doing your nutrition stuff before on your own, but what is it like? Like, how did that look before you joined the program?
Before the program, I mean, I do pretty much a push-pull leg split. And I didn't have a plan for really the exercises I do or anything. So I just get in there, lift heavy, low reps, and call it a day, go home. And then for nutrition, honestly, I just eat as much as I could. Didn't really calculate anything out. But I was like, man, just got to get big,
Yeah.
But no, I didn't put much thought into the nutrition at all.
Yeah, man. So if I'm hearing correctly, you didn't really have a really structured game plan with your nutrition or even your lifting, right?
Absolutely no structure.
Crazy, dude. So break it down for me, man. Like, I know you said you were lifting heavy. I know you said your nutrition was kind of iffy. What kind of advice were you following prior to starting?
Honestly, just whatever I could find on YouTube. And even then, I didn't really like to plan it out as much as I could. So basically, most of the advice was just, lift heavy, eat a lot. That's about all I was doing.
Yeah. So regarding the eating a lot, was it like clean foods that you were eating? Was it nasty foods you were eating, or how did that look like for you?
It was like Panda Express, like 5 days a week.
Jeez,
and then,
dude.
Yeah, man, Panda Express, eggs, and a little bit of steak, but that's about all I ate.
Crazy, man.
And regarding the results that you've seen after the program's completed kind of thing, right? Tell the people about where you started once you joined the program and then where you are right now regarding the weight gain that you had, the muscle gain, the PRs, the whole nine.
Oh man, it's been crazy. Let me think back. So when I started, I think I was around 145, 150, if I remember correctly. PRs and stuff, I think the most I'd ever benched was like 205. You know, my squat was, oh man, I don't even know. I'd probably never maxed a squat before the program. But yeah, no, now I'm doing 225 for 2 reps. What do I weigh? I'm like 270. No, not 270. My bad.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, man,
100
I'd be the
pounds.
size of a truck then. No, I'm 170 now. Just lean as I've ever been too. So that's been great. Yeah, no, I feel I've got more energy too. So I'm actually sleeping these days.
I love it, dude. And regarding the energy that you've been able to build for yourself, man, like how has that benefited you with what you do for work and everything else that you got going on?
Oh man, yeah, people have noticed for sure. Yeah, I got a raise at work. I've been doing more important work, I'd say. Getting on the bigger parts. Yeah, at school I've been flying through my classes,
Crazy,
which has been great. Because I was on a bit of a deadline before, but now I'm a bit ahead of the curve, so now I'm chilling.
Awesome, dude. So have your grades improved also?
It's kind of funny the way they do grades doesn't really. It's not like you get a number grade or a letter or anything. It's just how good your work is. But my like instructor and stuff, he's been saying that my work's improved. You know, I'm doing a lot better. So I can just focus a lot more. You know.
Yeah, I love that, dude. So your actual focusing ability is a lot better than it was before, right?
Oh yeah, before I was, a little bit of a spaz, to be honest, but
it happens to everybody, man, especially with what you're doing, man. It's just like, it just comes with repetition. And at the end of the day, do you really think that you can be able to do what you're doing with a body that's just scattered, a mind that's scattered, and a body that's just lethargic? Right? You're going to be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if you ain't sleeping right and you're not eating right, I don't know what I should have expected, to be honest, but
it is what it is, man. And unfortunately, a lot of people in general, whether they're younger guys or they're older gentlemen kind of thing, typically what they end up doing is they think that in order to get their shit together just in general, they got to start with their finances or they got to start with their habits or whatever the case may be. But I always argue, even though I know I'm biased, to start with your body, start with your health, start with your fitness, because it's the easiest thing to control right now that'll then have the spillover effect into other areas of your life, right? And I'm sure that you, just like you said right now, you're living proof of that statement, right?
Oh, yeah.
I love it, dude. And one thing that we're really big with here, man, as you know, is confidence, right? So tell me about how your confidence has improved from before you started the program and where you're at right now with how you're feeling about yourself.
Before the program, it kind of split off of that kind of weird low energy / spaz type thing, you know, because between the two of those, I could barely get a word out without like second guessing myself, you know.
Crazy.
And no, now it's, I just talk when I want, you know, and if I got something to say, I'll say it. But otherwise, you know, at work, I'm just I'm like laser focused.
Laser focus?
Oh, for sure.
And what does that entail?
That's like every once in a while I'll miss break or lunch or something because I'm just you know, focused on that one project, and you know, until I'm done with it, it's kind of hard for me to pull myself away, you know. It's kind of part of how I was raised, but I'd forgotten that for a bit.
Yeah. So now you're tapping back into how you were actually raised to be. Right?
Oh,
like
yeah,
true nature.
Sure. Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Yeah. Like everything, you know, growing up, my dad taught me work ethic and all that. It's been coming back slowly but surely.
I love it, dude. And when it comes down to the biggest struggle that you had with the program, man, regarding like getting used to the workouts, getting used to the nutrition for yourself, like how did that look for you?
Oh man, the biggest struggle was definitely like the guess the interactive aspect of it, like making the calls and being in the chats, especially at first and kind of at the end. Because at the end, I was just focused on hitting my workouts and everything.
Yeah.
But no, and I kind of wish I'd capitalized a bit more on that that interactive aspect of the program. So that's really where your program shines, in my opinion.
Thank you, man. That's what we do, man. It's just one of those things that it's really hard to keep up with sometimes regarding the messaging, and it's the hardest thing to really do, but it's what makes us special, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like that one-on-one accountability, the group coaching calls, and the whole nine is what makes it shine the way it does. You know what I mean? So obviously, with all the struggles that you've gone through, man, regarding learning how to show up to the gym on time, meal prep the foods, do this, do that, the whole nine, right? Was it worth it? Was it all worth it at the end?
Oh, 100%. I've been thinking for a while about, how I got started in the whole self-improvement arena, kind of. And I've been thinking back to, the moment I started that, and I was thinking where I'd be now if I hadn't taken that jump, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't even guess where I'd be at. That's just so far from, I guess, where I'm living now.
Yeah.
But I've come to tell myself, it's always worth it to invest in yourself, to learn something. So that's something that'll keep paying off, for years,
Exactly.
until the day you die, really.
100%, dude. So do you think you would be where you're at right now in your life without the basics program?
Oh, absolutely not. No, it's been kind of a hectic year. And I mean, even the fitness aspect alone has been like phenomenal, but it's kind of helped kept me grounded, through the kind of some crazy personal stuff going on, family and whatnot. But
yeah,
no, it just gave me a place to go and focus, kind of shut out the world for a bit,
So it's been able to help you out mentally as well, right?
Oh, for sure.
And talk about some of those mental benefits.
I mean, kind of nice because I never thought like the gym would be a place to go to like de-stress.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, it's kind of like a little break from the rest of my day. And plus, just being in the program and learning and everything it's been how do I explain this? It's been I guess kind of a hobby. Like, well, I don't have much else going on because I've been so focused on work and school. It's kind of nice to sit down and read the chats every once in a while, learn a thing or two about everyone's favorite pre-workout or what have you.
100%, dude. Yeah, it's just like you were saying, man, the community regarding guys like Ryan Barker, Cody Paul, Nick Caldera, so on and so forth. That guys are always just chiming in on that Discord channel to talk about what we're all kind of thinking about regarding pre-workouts, regarding gym shoes, gym apparel, whatever the case may be. We just kind of cover it all and just kind of goof all around sometimes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, what was your favorite part about the program, man? Regarding your 16 weeks, quote unquote, if you know what I mean? Because we have that secret that we don't like telling people, but your 16-week program.
Yeah, favorite part for me was definitely the structure it gave me. That's something I didn't even have a glimpse of before.
The structure?
Just having a plan for like what I'm eating that day, what I'm doing that day. It definitely switched it up for me.
I love it, dude. And besides the structure that it added to your life, man, what else?
Structure, I'd also say the community, that's in your program and everything. Like I said, I'm not in the chats a ton. Like I'm pretty quiet in there. But I've met some really cool guys. Cole Cabal, I was builder buddies with him for the first couple weeks. Yeah,
He's
super cool guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you and him had similar transformations regarding the weight gain, kind of like similar backgrounds regarding blue collar work.
Yeah, no, I thought it was funny that we started at the same time. I saw that too.
It's just funny. Yeah. Because with him, we got to get him on one of the student success stories soon, man, because he's one of these dudes that just did it without a cell phone. I think his story is insane. So if people say that for whatever reason they don't have a cell phone, you haven't met Cole.
Yeah, he was just typing away on that Nokia.
Just hilarious, bro. That guy did a whole online personal training program without a cell phone. It's just crazy. Like one of the big things that we do is that app that we use with Trainerize. And he pulled the whole thing off without a cell phone. It's like, man, I commend him for the effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How did he do that? Did he just do everything on paper?
Yeah. So the way he did it was he ended up getting a piece of paper or like a journal, right? And on this journal, what he would do is he would write down the workouts kind of verbatim, meaning like as it is on the laptop. And he would just he would put all the data in. So he would, before his workouts or the night before when he would plan tomorrow today, like we tell our guys, bro, he would literally get a notebook paper. He would write it all down by hand. And then he would just kind of take that notebook paper with him to the gym. He would do all the stuff with the weights and the whole thing. And then he would put all that data to where for guys like yourself and guys like myself with smartphones, whatever, we can just put the numbers inside of our phone right there and then. He would have all this messy chicken scratch kind of thing, put it into his laptop. And then that's how we would get the PRs.
Oh, man. I got to say, that's super impressive.
That's all I'm saying, man. There's like zero excuses. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes down to this program, dude, what would you recommend to somebody that's a little bit younger? Because the thing is, obviously, when it comes down to the guys that we talk to, from what I know of at least, your situation is a little bit different than some of the other guys that are around your age. Because when I was your age, man, I was smoking a lot of weed. I was partying a lot. I wasn't really working like that. So if someone's younger, they're a blue-collar worker, or if they're just this college student with some cash saved up and they're trying to figure out how to get their shit together, man, what would you tell them regarding joining like a fitness program to start off their brand new life, such as yourself?
My advice would be, I guess kind of the way I started out is, if you don't have enough money for the program, look at I know you have free content on YouTube, all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, even other channels, there's a lot of stuff on way to get your finances in check. And I would just use that until I'm at a point where I'm able to, invest in the full programs, get the full value out of it. But there's a ton of great free stuff that you guys put out as well.
Exactly, dude. Yeah, we're working on it, man. We're trying to get to that point to where it's like we are next to the biggest names out there with YouTube kind of thing. The whole goal is to be the go-to how-to fitness brand out there within the next 2 to 5 years on YouTube. So say every time someone needs fitness content idea, like, hey, how do I back squat? Basic's got a crazy tutorial with all the in-depth stuff. Or, hey, recipes for this podcast. There's a whole vision being built out every single day. That is just it's a beautiful thing, man. So when it comes down to bring it back to earth, man, because obviously you're the superstar here, what would you do differently if you could start the program all over?
Oh, man, differently. I would just be in all the calls and all of the chats a lot more. That's definitely my biggest weak point, is making the most out of, the social aspect of any program. So I've gotten so used to, just kind of chugging away on my own and just kind of getting done what needs to be done, throwing away all the excess on the edges,
Exactly.
That I feel like I've definitely lost a lot that I could have benefited from in the I guess community and more social aspect of the program.
Yeah. So the reason I asked that question is just because when it comes down to it, some of the guys that may be watching this, they may be wanting to join the program or whatever. It's like they know what to do different, if that makes sense. So
for sure.
At the end of the day, your results are insane, though. I feel like you don't have to beat yourself up too much over that stuff, because some people need the support. Some people need all that community stuff. And is there a way to benefit even more so? Yes. Could, in a potential alternate universe, could you have made more results? Maybe. But you freaking made incredible progress still, man. And I want you to still pat yourself on the back for that. Seriously.
Yeah, thanks,
because
man.
people don't see the progress that you made within 16 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, people don't really see it like that, man. So you're a freaking beast of a man, dude. Seriously.
Thanks.
Anytime, dude. When it comes down to some other tips and tricks that you can probably give to some people that are maybe on the fence of joining this program, because obviously when it comes down to what we do, some people get a little bit skeptical. They see what I do, they hear the way I speak, and they feel like it's just kind of all talk or whatever. tell people your honest opinion about the program, and if someone was on the fence about joining, what would you tell them regarding helping them hop on from one side of the fence to the other?
I would say I'd go right back to what I was saying before about investing in yourself. It's always worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially because, at least from, knowing you in our other programs we're in and seeing your stuff on YouTube, the biggest thing about Aaron, you can tell, is he genuinely loves what he does. That's the one thing you can take away from his videos, because you're just hyped every single day. And so, he's gonna, put his best stuff for you in the program. So I'd say it's definitely worth the investment. If you get in a quality program, that's gonna, benefit you for years to come. No reason not to invest in that.
Yeah. And talk a little bit more about that, man, because obviously when it comes down to people investing in themselves and the importance of that regarding mentors and coaches and consultants and fitness programs, some people are just a little bit scared to kind of take that next step kind of thing. So what would you tell someone if they knew that they can benefit from this program? I know we were kind of talking about it right now. If you can give someone like a pep talk or just kind of answer the question again kind of thing, and they knew that they can benefit from it, but for whatever reason, they're just scared to kind of make that commitment for themselves. What would you tell that person if you knew that this program can change their life 5 months from today?
I'd say, 5 months, that's not very far, but you can picture yourself in 10 years in the future where you'll be with or without, the benefits you get from investing in yourself in this program. And, I'd say even these past couple months, I've grown a lot. Next couple of years, keeping up with this, who knows where I'll be, man.
Yeah.
So, if I can do it, who knows what they can do? Because I'm nothing special, man, to be honest.
Well, speaking into existence, man, where do you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Because this video is going to be up forever.
Aha. 10 years from now, man. Let's see. Married. I want to have my own shop.
Okay.
My own house too, but shop takes priority, man.
I love it.
Tools, man. I got nowhere to put them, but I'm buying them right now. Yeah, my own shop, my own business. Hoping to get into some custom fab work. Yeah, wife and kids.
You said fab?
Yeah, fab work.
What do you mean by fab work?
Like custom furniture, tables, maybe some architectural stuff too.
They're talking about like fabric, like clothing fabric.
Oh no.
I was like, you can start making suits. I'm gonna start hitting you up for suits, man. Like, I got this.
Oh no.
We got Yoder Customs.
Oh, I'm no tailor, man.
I'll hook you up with mine, man, if you ever get into it. His name is Lorenzo down here. He's not the Lorenzo that used to be in our program. It's a whole different, older Lorenzo. I don't know how that came up. I just heard fab, like fabric. I was just thinking, crazy, man. You're going to be a tailor? I can see it. But cool, dude.
I don't know.
You have any, like,
not my line of work.
No, for sure, man. You know what you're good at, and you just continue doing it, man. Because one thing I've always wanted to commend you on, Nate, truly, is that you are someone that at the age that you're at right now, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're the youngest sibling, right? Or are you the oldest sibling?
I'm actually kind of in the middle.
Okay, cool. Because you're very mature for your age, man. Like, you're 19 years old, and I'm 25. And the thing is, people tell me I'm mature for my age, but I feel like I speak to you like I speak to anybody, whether they are 35, 30 years old, and like the trajectory that you're at, Nate, is going to be. That's why I wanted to tell you to, like, hey, speak everything you want into existence, because it's going to happen. Like anything that you set your mind to, Nate, you're one of these guys that can do it. I just wanted to reassure you with that.
Oh, thanks, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, dude. Anytime. Do you have any closing remarks before we hop off, man? Because I know that with your demeanor, some people, like Cody Paul, him and I can talk for ages, right?
I know. That's one of
my
problems, man. I can't stretch a sentence at all. Save my life.
It's just personalities, man. At the end of the day, you ask Michael Phelps to play basketball. Michael Jordan, he's not going to do it, but he's really good at swimming. You tell Michael Jordan to go swim like Michael Phelps, he's not going to do it. It's just each their own. And Nate will be Nate, Cody will be Cody, Aaron will be Aaron. As long as people understand authenticity, that's okay. But I guess before we hop off, do you have any last minute questions, or not questions, but final remarks or closing remarks for your student success story, man? Because it's kind of like the cap on this chapter for you.
Closing remarks, I'd say go to Aaron's YouTube, hit up his program, and you'll get the value out of it that you can put into it, man.
Love it. Cool. Well, thank you, Nate. Thank you for hopping on, man. I know we've been trying to get you on one of these calls for a minute. I'm super proud of you, man. Super proud of how far you've taken this thing, and I just want to commend you for your effort, the success that you've seen. It's well-deserved, well-earned, and I can't wait to see where you will be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 1 year from now, whatever the case may be. You're going to do everything you ever set your mind to, man. So thank you all for watching this YouTube video. Thank you all for listening to this podcast episode. And again, if you want to find out more information to see for how you qualify to work one-on-one with the Basics team, please, hence a black coffee. Visit www.basicsbrigade.com. Or if you want to speak with me directly, use the second link below in the video description of this YouTube video, or the first link in the podcast episode. And again, if no one's told you in a minute, I will tell you right now, it's time to get your shit together, man. See ya.